Welcome back to the GFL. You know me, I'm Stephen B. Tonight, we have a classic NFC-AFC matchup. It'll be a great game tonight. We have the San Francisco 49ers versus the Baltimore Ravens. Before the game, let's take a look at our current standings. We have 7 teams from the AFC, 7 teams from the NFC. A 13-game regular season where every team plays each team once. Then, when the playoffs come around, the top 5 teams from each conference makes the postseason, with the last 2 teams from each conference saying, bye-bye, see you later. Here's a look at the upcoming schedule. Now, let's go down to the field for kickoff.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the 2 teams who met in Super Bowl 47. It's the Niners and the Ravens, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaughan, Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
-1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And still fighting. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Purdy. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And this is caught, Jennings. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. The drive keeps moving.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Purdy now to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they'll run the option to start the drive. The quick feet by Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
He drops this one off underneath here for Hill. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards. yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Pulling on a very strong gain of 24.
A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Jackson.
He'll go underneath, dropping it off to Edwards.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Taking a shot for Samuel.
And this is incomplete. Oh, looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. But a short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. McCaffrey running up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot him now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. They go play action with Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Now it's 2nd and 10. Jackson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
Jordan
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Let's go. Let's go right here. Hey, what we got? Let's go, man. Yeah, let's go. Play a little aggressive, baby.
Second and 10. Now Purdy. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards the pickup there.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. Now bring up 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson. A final shot before break. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Returning it, Justice Hill. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Jackson on first down. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
At the 49ers, 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
But it's always easy to second-guess a call, but maybe he should have just handed it off here on 3rd and short instead of keeping it on a play-action pass attempt. Now it's 4th and long, and just gave the defense a lot of momentum to build on for the next series.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Purdy. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore.
Now a 2nd and 2.
It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to throw from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Purdy bootlegging it.
And this one is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dumps it off to Edwards. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, After a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On second down, Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the Ravens first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches is turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Meanwhile, Jackson's thrown into the hands of Andrews. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Jackson from the shotgun. Into the hands of Flowers. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up the first down. Jackson. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Purdy from the gun. They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.